Had I the heavens embroidered cloths? Now the next trick with the word cloths is to articulate the S immediately after the th. That is what we call a difficult consonant cluster. After we've placed the tip of the tongue between the teeth, we need to bring it up behind the top teeth and hiss a little to make the S sound. And we have to do it all in one go. Cloths. I know it's not easy. Let's try a few more words with that consonant cluster. Broths, truths, clothes, months. Try not to worry about it for now. It will come with practice. Let's go back to the first line of our poem. Had I the heavens embroidered cloths? So hopefully by now your H's are in place and you've managed a decent attempt at cloths. Let's tackle embroidered. This word contains the English R, which is different from the French R. The English R is articulated with a flat tongue, slightly to the back of the mouth and touching the side teeth, so very little air escapes. With the French R, we block the passage of air at the back of the throat. We don't want to do that here. We articulate the English R much further forward in the mouth and use the tongue to block the passage of air. R. So in a nutshell, the tongue is going back and down, but the sound is going forward and up. Let's try a few words bearing this in mind. Ready, room, real, run, remember, and now for embroidered. You might be struggling with the diphthong oi. Let's try a few words with that sound to be clear about it. Boy, point, enjoy, choice, join. And now, embroidered. Good, and now for the whole line. Had I the heavens embroidered cloths? Good try. Just take a moment to congratulate yourselves for having managed to articulate a line with so many new and complex sounds. And now for the second line. Enwrought with golden and silver light. Enwrought is an old-fashioned, archaic word. It means worked in, as a decorative pattern. So what Yeats the poet is saying here is that he wishes that he had the cloths of heaven, which are woven with golden and silver light. It's a beautiful metaphor. With enwrought, we have to be careful that we make an or sound and don't say something like enwrote by mistake. So just try that. Enwrought. Good. So now let's try the whole line. Enwrought with golden and silver light. In order to make the poem read beautifully and make sense, we need to place stress on certain syllables. The most important syllables in this line are numbers 2, 4, and 6. Listen to me reading it and count the syllables that I stress. Enwrought with golden and silver light. You will be tempted to stress the second syllable of golden and say something like golden. However, you must place a strong stress on the first syllable and let the second one go. Similarly, try not to say silver light. We place the stress on the first syllable, silver, and light is a separate word with its own stress. With golden and silver light. Placing the stresses correctly in this way also allows the reader to emphasize the beauty of the cloths. Let's just try it one more time. We know that we're going to stress the second, fourth, and sixth syllables. Enwrought with golden and silver light. Good. Now let's look at the next line. The blue and the dim and the dark cloths. So we have 3 thes in this line. It's important to articulate the th sound correctly. So this is where your practice from yesterday comes in. Which words do you think we emphasize in this line? Blue, dim, dark. The adjectives which describe the characteristics of the cloths. So let's try the line, stressing the words correctly. The blue and the dim and the dark cloths. Dim here means dusky or dark, and it has a short I syllable, as in fish and chips. Just try saying fish and chips, and keep the vowel sound really short. Now say dim, and make a similar short vowel sound. And here's that tricky word, cloths again. Hopefully you will have conquered the pronunciation of this word yesterday. Let's try the whole line. The blue and the dim and the dark cloths. Very good. And now we'll continue into the next line. Of night and light and the half-light. So here are more words describing the qualities of the cloths. We must be very careful to articulate the H and not say half-light. The words we stress here are night, light, half. So let's try it. Of night and light and the half-light. Good. Are you starting to get a sense of just how special and precious these cloths are? Let's just try some words with the I sound to make sure that we have it completely right. Idea, item, either, I, identify. Very good. So now let's try the 2 lines together, remembering all the points we've covered so far. The blue and the dim and the dark cloths, of night and light and the half-light. That's very good work.